Welcome to Club Shada episode 312. Yo. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's in the best spirits. I'm your boy. I'm your host, Mr. Shada. And listen. I hope everybody's had a great weekend. I hope you've been as busy as I have been. Because, boy, I've been busy. Actually, I just came from the other apartment where I was cleaning up. All the paper stuff from all the building that is happening out there. We're changing the windows. We're changing. I'm about to change the electricity stuff, all the plugs. I plan to integrate USB-C plugs everywhere, every wall. What else am I doing? Tomorrow I'm taking care of the AC, and my office has been going well. This show is brought to you by Shada, where the gods of, where are they now? Let me see. Gods of good fortune are here now. Our stream royalty is Master Electronic with a $25 donation. Thank you so much, and keep it going. And thanks to all the sponsors as always. I hope everybody's doing good. And let me say hi before I start showing you a little bit of the advancements of the new apartment. Master Electronic, what up, Papa? How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Isaac Tadeo, I'll try. I mean, that's all I know how to do. So, but the thing is this. Sometimes people tell you to speak the truth, and then they don't like what they hear. Because apparently everybody has their own truth. Me personally, there's only the truth. So, but yeah, I'll do what I can. Free. What's poppin'? I hope you're doing good. Sabrina, what's poppin'? I hope you're doing good. Thanks. Arigato drive you crazy. I like that. Nacimentos, what's poppin'? G Foreign, what up? Listen, it's the thing is this. When you have the chance, when you have the chance, right, to when you have Tome, what up? When you have the chance, like me, to be able to have 2 apartments for a month and a half, 2 months and a half, it kind of feels like you have all the time in the world. And then now you only have 1 month. So in 3 weeks, we're moving everything, and there's still a lot of things to do. AC has to be installed there. Protection on the windows for the kids. So yeah, listen, I'm spending, but those things, I don't want to know. Security. I think what we have to do, that is maybe it's going to be the more. It's not going to be hard. It's just going to be like boring. It's just like going through a lot of the documents we have, making sure that they are organized and stuff. So I'm going to buy stuff to organize everything, to put medical stuff together, this, that together, financial stuff, everything that has to do with the house, and throw away everything we don't need that we've been keeping. I believe that then I'm gonna my shoes as well, and then all my electronics. I have to do a full audit of the things that I keep that I don't need. I have like 3 computers under me, like that I don't use. I have to go sell them or do something. So I have to go to the store and see how much they want them. I have to sell the M1 Mac Mini because I don't use it. On these, I have a bunch of stuff as well that I have to take care of. But I'm going to start moving my stuff as well. I might move some stuff now that I have my thing built. So I already received my office sofa. I'm still waiting for the big sofa for the living room. So, but I received the one for the office. So let me see. I have the video of it, of how it looks, more or less. Okay. This is how the living room looks with my office sofa. Let me show you. Photos. So yeah. So this is the office for my sofa, for my office, and yeah. For now, that's the living room. That's how the living room looks. There's nothing else. So what I was doing today, you see the big piece of the carton for the TV. I was, until 20 minutes ago, I was cutting everything in pieces, and so this is how it looks on the day. And this is so they're starting building my office. So that's this is my song with, yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna have LED lights that go up here, and they go through, and then go here, there, and like this. And the third one will go on the third one, and another one here. So I have to see how we do it, or if maybe I have to take this one downstairs, but that's the plan. Yeah. So this is what's gonna be behind me. I'm gonna have the desk here, and yeah, listen. We've been building. We've been working on the everything. I think in a week or two, my office will be ready, and then I'm looking for movers. So I need to find. I'm trying to see if the company. I already have some contacts that I'm going to call tomorrow, but I'm also trying to see if the company that I used 10 years ago to move to this apartment still exists, because they did a great job. I'm going to check my emails to see how much it cost me back then. Because, they come, they take everything, they unpack, they pack everything, they take the TV off the walls, they take all your sofas, everything you have, and then they bring it to another place. And then they unpack everything, and they put everything on the wall that you need, etc., etc. So I think it's a great service, and that's exactly the type of service I want. I don't want somebody to bring me my stuff and tell me good luck. No. These people, they even take your clothing out of the closet, and then they put in the next closet. So top-notch service is like 10 people. They come and they like turn your house into a lot of boxes, put the boxes in a truck, take to the new house. That's day one. And day two, they put everything in the new house. They put all the TVs on the wall, etc., etc. That was a great service. If I can find that company, I will work with them. If I can't find them, I will ask my friend who works in real estate. She probably know one of those agencies that can do the same thing for me. I mean, there's a ton of these companies, but you want that type of service for your money. So yeah. Things are going well. Things are moving. That's why I'm a minimalist, and my girl is as well. Listen, the thing is this: when I met my wife, I didn't know if she was a minimalist. I didn't know what the type she was, and actually, she's a hoarder. But listen, she did a great job of already removing most of her clothing, most of the stuff that she doesn't need. So the house is actually going to be easy to, because what we're learning is when you're moving, it's better to already clean up your house, remove everything you don't need, remove. This is the moment where you forget the emotional attachment to objects, and anything that has been sitting there forever, you just throw it away. So for me, what is the most important? My computers, my equipment. I have a few cameras. I only need this one and that one. Everything else, well, maybe the third one because my wife loves to use that one. The other 2 free cameras I have, listen, I'm going to bring everything to a store. I'm going to say, listen, how much you want for everything? Give me the money. I'll use it for something else. Then I have my CDs of everything I produce. I'm keeping that. And then I have a lot of things that, listen, I'm just going to throw away. So I'm going to start really doing a removal of everything that I don't need, so I can arrive there clean. So when the movers come, everything that is moving is something we need, and there's no clutter. And then after that, we stop building out there because we still have to buy a lot of furniture for the new place because it's actually 2 times bigger than this one. So yeah, listen, we'll see. I'm sure you'll end up doing this, but you should hide the wires for the mounted. Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's because there's no furniture yet, but we're gonna put those white things. Yeah, of course. Oh, listen, shit. Inflation. Yeah, listen, price is probably gonna be way different, but yeah, we'll see. Well, listen, I'm in Europe, so listen, I don't have attachment to objects, so I'm probably gonna start moving things fast. But that's the update with moving. Now let's go to the first subject because I want to keep this under an hour. Okay. Listen to me. Yo, you will never believe what happened to me. You will never believe what happened to me yesterday. So, this was my day yesterday. I was supposed to have at 2 p.m. one guy that would come for the windows because, let me show you. Okay. So my issue with my windows in this apartment is that, as you can see, so you have the windows and you have this glass part here, and my waste arrived here. And listen, this gives me anxiety just because of the kids. I think it's at the 7th floor. It is way too low and way too dangerous. So I'm hiring some people who are in the glass to build something that will go up to here. And that will be glass and covers all this. You see? And so we're gonna have one here and one on this window, and the 3 other rooms and the kitchen, so that I know at least that, I mean, kids are not crazy, but it's better. I'd rather take care of these things now rather than be in despair after that. So I had that guy come. So this guy was supposed to come at 2. Then I had the other guy who was supposed to come and do the IKEA stuff. So build my office, build the kitchen table, plus build the 2 pharmacies that's going to be at the exit of the bathrooms. So all this, there was a guy supposed to come from 2 and stay until, I don't know, 7 p.m. or something. And then at 8 p.m., so that's on the other apartment. Now, on this apartment, I had Continent. Continent is a supermarket, and usually when we do the monthly order of all the bottles of waters and etc., I do it online and I receive it. So I was supposed to receive everything at 8 p.m. yesterday. But so to me, I was like, okay, I go in the other house. I have everybody start doing all the thing. The guy from the windows check for me everything, tell me how much it's gonna cost me, and then the other one from that is building all the table, all the furniture. In my opinion, is everything is done at 7. 7. I come back here and I wait for Continent to bring me my groceries, and then I continue watching my movie. But the guy from the windows arrived at 7 p.m. and the guy who was supposed to build the furniture also arrived at 6:30. So everybody was late. So I was with everybody in the other house. Guy from the window done his job, told me how much it cost, bounced. Now I'm alone in the house with the other guy, and I know that the guy from the groceries is supposed to arrive between 8 and 10, but I don't know exactly what time. And so I keep my phone here just to make sure that whenever he's here, I can jump on a bike or a trottinette and arrive in 2 minutes to this house. Because really, listen, I have an avenue here. You go straight for 500 to 600 meters and you're in the new house. So I'm in the same neighborhood. I'm actually in the same avenue. It's just that you have a roundabout, you turn right. This is the current apartment. If you continue straight and you turn 4th Street left, that's the new apartment. So if somebody is here and they call me, yeah, listen, I go down, I'm there fast. 8 p.m. and 15 minutes, I get a call from the guy from Continent. So I'm like, oh, it must be them. So I take my call, I say, hello? And the guy's like, yeah, but Todd, I've been ringing at your door, but there's nobody. And I tell the person, I'm 500 meters away. Give me 5 minutes, I'll be there. And the guy replies to me, oh, I've been ringing at your door for a minute already, and 5 minutes is a long time. And I'm like, what? I said, listen, I'm not far. Listen, give me 5 minutes. I'm just there. Listen, I'm in the roundabout that is just after. That's the roundabout that everybody take when they leave this house. So I'm just there. Just let me go down. I'll be there in 5 minutes. And the guy replies to me, you got 3 minutes. I'm like, what? And he's like, you got 3 minutes. And if you're not here in 3 minutes, I'm leaving and I leave all your stuff in front of the door. I mean, not my door upstairs, downstairs. And I tell the guy, leave then. The fuck you think you're talking to? Leave. And then the guy stays silent. So I'm like, hello? So what's it gonna be? And the guy replies to me, you got 3 minutes. Oh, listen. Mr. Shada took control of my body. I was like, I'll be there. Wait for me. Don't move. I hang up on the guy. I tell the guy that it was building all my stuff. I tell him, hey, I have to take care of something. See you. I'll be back. Straight away, I go down, take the elevator, go down, arrive there. In front of my new house, there's a thing where you can rent those bikes. Take my phone, take a bike. 1 minute, I was in front of this house. I arrived there, and I just took the bike and I leave it there on the street, like not in the middle of the street, but near the parking. I just leave it there down the house, and I see the guy with all the crates of groceries, and the guy is there. Like, so I arrive like this. I just put all the air in my body. I walk like this, and I have one hand in my pocket, the other hand swinging, and I was walking like ghetto. And I just arrived, and listen, there was this Portuguese guy that arrived here. The guy was not even muscular or something. One slap, he was sleeping. And I believe that he was not thinking that the person that he was talking to was a tall black guy. So when he saw me and I arrived like this and I say, what up? I arrive fast to him like this and I say, what up? And he replied to me, oi, which Portuguese for hi. And I could see in his face that he didn't look scared, but he looked like, oh, I fucked up. And I looked to him like, oh, listen, I'm about to slap you in the mouth. But you know what? I'm in my neighborhood. I'm a civilized person and I don't fight. So I did the code of the house. I opened the door for him. He start going in with all his stuff. I opened the second door. He entered with all his stuff. I called the elevator. We both entered the elevator with all the groceries. We arrive upstairs. I open my door. Silence, total silence, but tension. He started giving me all my stuff, my bottles of water, etc., etc. I took everything. I stayed. My face was like this. I took everything, and once I had all my groceries, he gave me the paper and he said, "Thank you. Have a good afternoon." And I was like, "Bye." Close the door. And then I finished just getting everything ready. Then I went back down again to go back to the other house. So I took the bike that I let in the street, and I saw him in his truck, the delivery truck, and yeah, he saw me. I didn't look at him. I just took my bike and I went back to the other place. And when he was going the roundabout, I saw him because when I already arrived before him, back to the other house, and I saw him, but I never looked at him, but I know he was there. And okay, listen, I'm not a violent person, so I never was about to do anything special, but I wanted to tell him, hey, I don't know who you think you are, and I don't know who you think you're speaking to, but it's the last time you speak to me like this. But you know what? And listen, when he saw me, I actually didn't need to say nothing because I was looking at him like this. And after that, as always, you receive an email with where you have to note the delivery. And I've been hesitant to give him a 0 and to explain the situation and the whole thing. But listen, you know, you never know what people are going through, and I wouldn't want somebody to lose their job because of me, because they've been dumb, but maybe they need this job. And I'm a successful entrepreneur that is making a lot of money. And yeah. Listen, if it was yesterday, I was not thinking like this. Yesterday, I was like, oh, you're lucky that I have to go back to make sure that the other guy is doing his job. Because if not, I would have just done taking care of the groceries. Then I was on my computer straight, writing all type of shit about you. But today I'm like, you know what? Listen, it is what it is. Stupid nigga. But yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes people are in a bad mood. But next, I believe that in his head, he was probably like, oh shit. In the elevator, he was probably like, oh shit. Oh Lord. Because the guy gave me an ultimatum. Like, you got 3 minutes. And I told him on the phone, leave then. And then he was just like, you got 3 minutes. Oh, listen, I was there in 1 minute. Oh, listen. That's the type of episode, if I was with Bodhisattva, who looks like a mountain, oh, we would have both arrived like this. Like, what you mean, from? But listen, we're non-violent, but a little bit of pressure is important from time to time. Jiesel was popping. I hope you're doing good. Mountain of Inspiration, long time. How you doing? That's true. Yeah, listen, there's a lot of people who didn't put their likes. Add your likes to the live. It's important. Listen, that guy was crazy. Hey, Jujuzan, how you doing? I hope you're doing good. Let me look at the comments. Listen. You know, it was this guy with a short, small bird, like, I don't know, listen. Maybe he thought he was a street nigger. Then he was like, yo, what is this? I'm sorry. In his head, he was like, I'm sorry. Especially the way he said bye. It was like, have a good day. Yeah. Listen, that was funny. Listen, that would have been a great episode of a funny show. Because listen, the way I arrive like this. Like this, one hand in the pocket, and I was like this. And I arrived looking like this. And I was like, and I was like this, so he can show all my tattoos and stuff. And I was like, então. Listen, the guy say hi. The guy said, "Oi." So I wouldn't say that he was scared, because he didn't look like a. He looked like a. I wouldn't say a street guy, but he looked like a nervous guy. But even a nervous guy knows when he's in danger. And listen, you arrive here. So yeah. But listen. If he was black, he was no. Even less. We would have understand each other if he was black. I mean, I don't slap people for this. That's so useless. should have called AC Jordan, but oh, listen, I know some people that if I was with them at that moment, oh yeah, it was a problem. I would have to tell people, come on, don't do this, you know. But I was not raised like this, so thanks, Mountain. Dun, 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 dun. Exactly. Next time he will think twice. I'm 181 meter. Telling you, that guy. So okay, let me remove this subject from my list. The buff story. I want to talk to you about something new. Emery, what up? So I want to talk to you about something that I saw in the news, because I remember when the guy was in so much trouble. It's the story of the football player Benjamin Mendy, who was accused by a bunch of girls of rape. And everybody was saying that his career was over, and he was found non-guilty of all 10 people who, I guess, were lying about him, or maybe were trying to trick him for the money. I don't know. I was not there. But ex-Manchester City footballer Benjamin Mendy found not guilty of rape. And this is crazy because he lost his place. He lost his job, and that cost him his career. Ex-Manchester City footballer Benjamin Mendy has been cleared of raping a woman and attempting to rape another. And I think there was another 8 that he was cleared to, but these were the last 2. So the 28 years old was accused of attacking a 24-year-old woman at his 4 million mansion in Cheshire in October 2020. He was also accused of an attempt rape of another woman, aged 29, who said he also molested her at his home 2 years before. It comes after he was cleared of 6 other in January. The French international broke down in tears as the not guilty verdict was read out by the jury foreman following a 3-week trial at Chester Crown Court. The judge, Stephen Everett, said Mr. Mendy can be discharged from the dock. The footballer, whose contract with Manchester City expired this month, was cleared at the earlier trial 6 months of but juror failed to reach a verdict on 2 counts of rape and attempted rape, prompting a retrial, etc., etc., etc. There's 2 lessons here, in my humble opinion. What did you say? He slept with 60,000 women. Damn. How do you not get hemorrhoid? You stupid bastard electronic. 28, that's it's not the prime. I would say you still have a few years, but you lost 2 years, and maybe the best years. But yeah, maybe he can find I mean, there's always Saudi Arabia, where you can always, like, there's a lot of different leagues, but Manchester United is one of the mecca of football for football players. But hey, listen, there's two things here. First of all, listen, I don't know about the presumed victims. I don't know about the story too much, but this world is a little scary because we've seen countless times now, a bunch of times where women will accuse you of things and you lose everything before you are convicted or not. And when it goes the opposite and you are accusing a woman of something, people will take the defense of the woman before anything, and she will not lose anything. And you can see it with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp lost all his contract with Disney and Hollywood, and he got removed when his ex-wife lied about him. And once he got vindicated, not only nobody said sorry to him, especially all the media who put him in the mud, but at the same time, she never went to jail. And he was like, she's okay. She doesn't have to pay the 1 million. I think she paid $1 million, but she was supposed to pay 10 or something million. And listen, I mean, I don't want to be in this type of position, but if somebody lied about me, about anything, and my life was on the line, and then I could prove that I'm innocent, trust me, I'm coming after you. I'm using the rest of the years, the next 2, 3, 4 years to make your life hell. I'm going to have my lawyers, and I want you to be in jail for what you did, because defamation and everything else. Because you cannot be there in a world where you are having a successful life and you are, making things happen for you, your career, your dreams, and somebody comes and destroys everything from lies. And I'm not talking about this particular instance because I don't know exactly the story, but a little too much we've seen this happen. Prince Harry and Meghan, they've been lying for the last 2-3 years, and everybody's opened them all the doors, and everybody's now realizing that Amber Heard plus others, and now this case. So I think it's time to sunset the idea that you have to believe all women. I think we have to believe the truth, and we have to take care of all presumed victims, but also remember that you are innocent until you're proven guilty, and not the opposite. And we are in the world of social media. People are way too fast to judge you before. Now, the first thing he said when they asked him on the interview was, Alhamdulillah. And me, I was like, well, bro, it's time to look, to understand that God sent you a message to. Because when I got famous, listen, when I was underground famous around 18, and I got really famous at 24, I would say. When it exploded, sold 100,000 CDs, etc. I was touring all around the world, right? And the first thing I said to myself when I had access to all the girls, all the money, the drugs, and all the life of celebrity was, careful. Be careful, and don't let yourself be tempted by all the luxury, because it's part of the seven sins. When you start thinking that because you can, you have to do. Listen, I would say that between 24 and 34, I could get with anybody I wanted. And I could get with 2 or 3 every day if I wanted. And you know what? I didn't want to. I wanted to just listen, when I was single, the best ones, and the ones that I had a connection with, not just anybody, anytime. And I was not part of, listen, I've been invited in all the orgies, I've been invited in all the strange clubs, I've been proposed all the drugs and all the I've been thrown vaginas at me, and I was like, no thanks, because I understood from the get-go. And this is for all you young people out there who become millionaires too early and don't understand that you have to keep a balance in life. You cannot thank God today if you haven't been actually acting in as a good believer. You've been doing orgies. Listen, everybody live their life how they want, but this is bound to happen in this world where a lot of people are trying to scam a lot of people. You have money, you have to understand that you are a target. You have to understand it. And not everybody that come to your house to fuck with you is coming with a good heart. A lot of people, they're coming. Listen, one day I had 2006, 7, new apartment in Paris, and I think it was the year of my 33rd anniversary, and I think I took 10 numbers that night, or maybe more. Listen, that night was crazy. I don't know why. Listen, the whole Paris came at the Bain Douche for my party. The street was full. The club was full. A lot of people could not enter. I remember that even Booba could not enter that night. And every girl was kissing me on the lips. I don't know why. Even the ones that I knew from years. So what I was doing, I was just taking my calendar and I was like, Monday, Tuesday, no, Wednesday I need to chill. Thursday, and listen, I had a crazy 20 days after this party. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But one of these girls, so I'm on my streak. I'm just like, one new every day. And one of these girl, after being in my house, she took a lot of pictures of my house. I don't know why. But apparently, I don't know, maybe I went to the toilets at a point because she didn't sleep there. But she still took a bunch of pictures from my house. And she went in the ghetto. Yeah, she went in the hood. And apparently she was not living far from me, but she was like a little further in maybe Pantin, maybe after that, maybe Aubervilliers, I don't remember. But she went to the hood and she was like, I fuck with Kaysha yesterday, this is his house, this is his thing, that's his computer, And you know how I knew? Because one of the dealers from my street, they were the little guys, the little lieutenants of one of my friends. So this guy told them, hey, Kaysha lives here, so you make sure that he's fine. So these guys, I knew them. Whenever I was on my street, they were like, yo, hey, big brother, don't worry, all good. This street is safe for you, the whole neighborhood. We know that. We've been told that so you straight. So one of these guys, I'm arriving in my house, and one guy come and say, oh, yo, hey, big bro, I need to talk to you. I'm like, yeah, what up? And he's like, be careful who you let in your house, yo. I was like, what you mean? Yo, there's a girl who's there, and she's showing photos of your house to people, and we heard about it, and we had to talk to other people who were like, oh, should we go visit this house? There's a lot of things of value, but don't worry, we got you. We told people that, no, you the brother of such guy, such gangster, so don't worry, nothing will happen to you, but be careful who you let go in your house. And I was like, yo. And that's how I was like, back to reality. And lucky for me, I got ties, political, music industry, and the streets. Because some people were probably already planning to come and visit this house. I mean, the other house. Because of that girl who came. I was about to say something stupid. Let me say it. Took some sperm in the eyes and then took some photos. Yo, listen, not everybody that comes to your house is your friend, and not everybody that comes around you is your friend, especially when you are rich and famous. Trust me, the richer you get, the smaller your circle has to get. And personally, the richer I get, the smaller the number of people I talk to gets. And because you don't know who's targeting you, you don't know who's looking at you and planning something against you. And back in the days, it used to be gangsters and robbers and other people plotting against you. But now it's women too. Listen, somebody can come to your house or bring you to a house, or come to your house, serve you a drink, and then you fall asleep for 24 hours. Then they open the door to a bunch of people, clean your apartment, and when you wake up, you're on the floor. This happens. And all these young football players who become just too rich, but they have a lot of new friends, and old friends, they are not ready for that. And then you have all these girls that you could not get before, and now you want to get all of them. This is what happens. So I understand. It's been scary. You got the scare of your life, so you're thanking God now, but continue to the path of God now. That's my advice for him. Lord. Where am I? Let me check your comments. One thing I will say, stop messing with certain kind of women at the club, yacht, or private parties of your friends. Too much stories on the internet for you to fall in a trap like that. Yes, but you know what? I'm talking from a 49-year experience in life, in the world. When I was off that age at 25, I was already, thoughtful of my thing, but me was because I wanted to respect my parents' name. But I was seeing a bunch of people do all the same mistakes. Dalanda, what up, sis? Sport ici en Suède, and they will be held an international championship. Oh yeah, I heard about that. You guys are crazy. I would coming for all the coins to be sure that they would spend all the vacation behind bars. Oh, listen, me too. I would be. Oh, listen, if there's something that I love more than anything else is revenge. Oh, yes. I love my revenge. Trust me. Thanks for declining. Music would suck if you have accepted. Listen. Listen, bro. Joel Amen. What's popping? I had a conversation. Tommy says, I had a conversation with a friend today about that. Restrict your inner circle. Learn to distinguish friends from acquaintances. This is a conversation I had with my wife 10 years ago. And of course, we don't have the same age. And I remember 10 years ago when her Instagram started popping, I told her, be careful with that person. Be careful with that. Be careful with all these new friends. Be careful with, listen, you've been in this country for 2 years. All these people want to be your friend for a reason. I understand it feels great, but be careful. And at that time, she was replying to me, why you're trying to control my life. And I was like, oh, all right, go ahead. Then she had a bunch of problems with people. And that's how she learned. And something I also understood is that you cannot force person. You can give the advice, but you have to let the people live the experience for them to understand. And now, listen, both of us, we keep our circle small. Oh, listen. I don't even know if I'm going to celebrate, but hey, I will. Revenge belongs to God, my guy. Yeah, God and me. Trust me. My karma is beautiful. I'm not going to actively seek revenge, but I'll make it happen. But at least in that type of case, no. There's no God involved in the conversation. I come out, and when they ask me, so what are you gonna do? I say, my next move is gonna be to pursue these people until they are behind bars. That's what I will do. Nobody's gonna talk to me about praying and stuff. I'm not gonna be of that thing for a good 6 months, and then after that, when they are fucked, that's where I'm gonna be like, hamana. Yeah. Anyway, on to the next subject. So, very interesting what happened here, right? Instagram reportedly made $606 million in 24 hours selling blue verification checks at $15 a month. At the beginning of March, Meta launched Meta Verified, a new product that allows users to get the highly sought after blue check mark next to their username for a monthly fee. The blue check serves as a form of verification, and users can now change what? And users can now change will be would and what? Listen, these people don't write English well. Let me go right to another. Let me go talk to. All right. On Instagram. The blue check mark has become an ultimate status symbol in recent years, and the rush by users to buy the service may be attributed to the enhanced security checks and the ability to speak to a real person about account issues, among other perks, which come with verified subscriptions. So, I had a conversation with somebody about that. And I have two opinions about that. Okay, I'm verified everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Discord, Vero, you name it. I'm usually verified there because of my status as an artist, personality, famous, whatever. When Twitter removed the verifications for everybody and add us pay, I believe it was a mistake. And I will tell you why I believe it's a mistake. Because, I believe that, first of all, I don't believe that everybody's equal. To start, this is some utopia. Some people are outstanding individuals, athletes, politicians, famous people, whichever the reason why people might want to lie about your identity, that's where the blue check came from on Twitter back in the days. It was to verify famous people, journalists, etc., politicians, etc. It was a way to say, okay, that person is different, and we know you're looking for that person, and yeah, this is the real one, right? So when Twitter decided, listen, we all equal, so I remove verification for everyone, and now anybody who wants to be verified just pays. It kind of feels like people who are vain, like people who are trying to just be verified for the ego of having a blue check and to pay for have it. It kind of makes no sense for me, and it removes to me the utility of this. I don't believe that because I'm verified, I'm better than anybody. That's not what I believe. But I believe that when somebody is trying to steal my identity or to pretend that they are, let's say a club goes on Instagram and see somebody that is named whatever, Kaysha E, and they don't really realize that it's not the real one, and they say, hey, I'm trying to book you for a show, and the person asks for 5,000, and the person says, yeah, listen, here's a bank account number or a PayPal, can you send the 2005 to verify your date to already booked off of your date? They send the money, and then the people disappear, and then they come to me, the real one, and they say, oh, somebody pretended it was you, and I bought a show. And me, I'll be like, I didn't receive 50% of nothing. Yeah, but I give it to them. I said, it's not my fault. Yeah, but I thought it was you. I said, it's not my fault. That's where I believe verification is important. Now, I don't know exactly what the verified by Meta proposes for users. And I believe that, yes, my wife is not verified, but she had a lot of people having fake profiles of her. So for her, who has 200,000 followers and a big following, being able to verify herself and pay a fee for that makes sense, because there's also a lot of fake profiles trying to be her. But personally, that would put her under the same verification as me. But now, if you want to pay to have a verified profile, I would say a green check to differentiate the people who are on Meta verified, which means that this is my real profile, my identity has been verified, and because this profile is verified and logged to me and to my ID, etc., it's harder to hack me, etc. I believe this is great. But it feels like 44 million people arrived there, and a lot of people were just satisfying their ego, just feeling like, yeah, I have a blue check next to my name. I even saw people saying, yeah, another conquest, thank God. And I was like, wait a minute, you paid for it. It's not a conquest. It's just something you're paying monthly. But listen, well played by Meta, that is just seeing how social media had made people vain. But let me see something. I want to know, what are the perks? Because I also believe that paying for a blue check, it's not the blue check that is important, but at least might be interesting to pay for social media if you have advantages. Listen, if you tell me that for $15 a month, everything I post will be viewed 10 times more than the people who don't pay, and then maybe the comments I will have will be first the comments from the people who pay, and maybe that because I pay, my comment will arrive first when I post on a creator's profile or whatever, and I get a sort of priority on the platform because I'm paying. I think it might be worth it, because another thing that I don't like about the platforms, and I've talked about it a lot, is that who pays for the platforms are the advertisers, and they abuse that power so anybody that don't follow their political agenda and disagree with it, the platforms can push and force the advertiser can force the platform to unplatform some other people that just don't have the same opinion because they deem them dangerous. And the platforms kind of need the money from the advertisers. So now if the people who are making those platforms, us the users, we stop paying a fee to use the platform, not all of us, but those who are using them professionally, if we pay a fee to use those platforms, it also gives the platform more power to say fuck you to some advertisers. And it also gives us power to tell the platforms, hey, we are the one paying you now, so this feature no, that no, this like this, and we want to be seen. So I can see where it's interesting. I've been paying for the last 10 years. I pay YouTube 12 euros a month for my whole family. And we don't see ads on YouTube. We never see ads. We don't have to pass ads. And actually, when I view a video, the creator is always paid because I'm a paying subscriber. When I view a video on YouTube, my view is actually more lucrative than the people who skip ads. And that's because I pay. Now, if on top of that, my comments were on top, and whatever my content was also put algorithmically was favored a little bit. Yeah, listen, that's something that I would pay on every platform I use, because the more people see my content, the more money I make. Now, the problem to me, and I mean, it's not a problem, it's just those people, they see, listen, if they can make 600 million, they're going to make $1 billion every 2 months from a lot of people who just want to be verified because they want to be verified. And you know what it reminds me? When was it? It was 12, 13 years ago. My bro Audran had that was his birthday actually, two days ago. Happy birthday, Audran. He had a club called Le Madame where he was doing parties, and he had a small VIP section and then the rest of the club. And the VIP section was always full. But listen, everybody wanted to be in the VIP section. And me, I was like, this VIP makes no sense. It's full. So me, I was always outside of the VIP, chilling. And people would come to me and tell me, yo, what, hey, UK, like the security would tell me, hey, why don't you come to the VIP? Like, I was like, because it's full. Yeah, but you're a celebrity, you should be in the VIP. I say, yeah, but if everybody's in the VIP, I don't see the point of having a VIP. I want to go to the VIP to feel VIP and to feel that the people who are here are supposed to be here as well. So if I come with a girl to the club, and I'm like, yo, yeah, it's okay, I don't pay the door, no, cool, security, they install me at the VIP, cool, we're there sitting, sipping our drinks, and all of a sudden there's like people everywhere, and we're like, what's the point of being in a VIP? So I started actually staying outside of the VIP, because actually that's where I felt VIP. That's where I felt that I had space. And that's the thing to me. Feels like, and you know, a lot of people, and we complain about the platform, but in reality, a lot of the problems of the platform come from the users as well, and the way the users start craving for something, and everybody's craving for this validation, and they're ready to pay for it. So listen, at a point, it started with Twitter. At a point, if everybody's verified, so anybody who can be a fake Kaysha on Instagram, and they get verified, and somebody think it's me. I think the only difference is that when you're verified and you pay, you have to use your real name on your profile. You cannot use another name. But I don't know. I would love to know what are the. Let me see if I can see on Meta. What are the? Okay. Introducing Meta Verified, a subscription bundle to help you establish your presence on Instagram and Facebook. Click below to subscribe from the Instagram or Facebook app of Facebook. But I want to know, okay, what do you have? Okay, you get the verification, help your community know it's the real you with a verified badge. We choose a verification process with a government ID, and where available, a selfie video to securely establish your account's authenticity. That is okay. Exclusive features. So let me see. Get exclusive stickers on stories, and reels across Facebook and Instagram, and where available, 100 stars a month on Facebook, so you can show your support for other creators. Okay. Proactive account protection. Get protection from impersonation with proactive account monitoring, and secure your account with required two-factor authentication. Okay. Direct account support. Get help when you need it from a real person on common account issues that matters to you. That's it. Wow. Okay. So for the other people who've been verified before, as we test and learn, there will be no changes to accounts on Instagram and Facebook that were already verified based on prior requirements. Existing verified badge holders can also apply for Meta verified subscription if they meet the LGBT requirement. Learn about LGBT requirement on Instagram and Facebook. What is the price? $12. Okay. And on Twitter, let me see Twitter Blue. The features of Twitter Blue. On Twitter Blue, you can edit your tweets. You can only see 50% of the ads. You get prioritized rankings on conversation and search. You can type longer tweets. You can put bold in your tweets. Custom app icons, custom navigation, source tabs, top articles, reader, undo tweet. You can undo tweets. You can upload longer videos. I mean, listen, I believe that these people need to do better. I understand, listen, they're here to make money and it's their platform. But come on, like, you need to really give an incentive for, I mean, personally, I have the means to pay these type of things if they make sense. If you can explain to me that I will have 10 times or 30 times the engagement on my post because they will be seen, I'm signing up. Yeah, listen, it's worth it. If when I post, hey, I have a new song, instead of having 2 likes from my 1 million followers on Facebook, now I get like 10,000 likes. Yeah, because I know that people are seeing my stuff and that it means that we're back on Facebook from 10 years ago, when you would post something and it would be meaningful because people would see it. So as a work tool, yes. For the rest, it feels like people just want to be verified to be verified. And it really reminds me of the velvet rope. People want to be on the VIP just because it's the VIP. And listen, my friends club, the chairs, the chairs where you sit on the VIP were exactly the same from the normal club. The music was the same. The atmosphere was the same. It was as dirty on both sides. So I was like, what's the point? It was just that little rope that made the difference for people. That is crazy. Yeah. Kaysha and Olash, one of my inspiration couples. Thank you. We do what we can. I mean, listen, I don't even know how you can be inspired by people you see, because what you see on the gram is just the good times. We're just a normal couple like everybody else. We have our ups and our downs. Sometimes we fight, sometimes we disagree. Like, we are nothing special. We just, we just been together for a long time. One of these days I'll meet Kaysha, but I'm certain that I'll be on the other side of 50. I don't know how long you have. How long you have before you get there. Sips, what up, Sips? Twitter removing verification devalued those that brought value and legitimacy to the platform. By charging for verification, they have amplified the noise and vitriolic behavior. I fully agree with what you said, Sips. That's why, listen, you want to be verified, do a green one and leave or give us a green one and give the blue one to other people. But I don't know, listen, on YouTube, I'm verified as an artist, and when I put a comment, I think I have a little music note near my name. So I'm verified and it's a different one. So if they make it that people pay for that, at least, yeah, I already have something. But I do agree, like, if anybody can be verified, then how do you trust people? And that's where, like, at a point, you cannot just be dogmatic with these things. Elon came and said, nah, we all the same. And I don't believe in that. That's not true. But hey. I agree. They need to change the color of the profiles and rank them accordingly. Yep. Instagram wants me to subscribe to the blue check. Are you going to do it? Wait, I'm sorry. I just saw a comment from Master Electronic. Julie Buddy, I will never play with your feelings, even though I knew plenty of women in my life, but only broken one woman's heart, and she was Polish. Her name was Zieminska. A really lovely angel. Master Electronic, stop bullshitting Julie, please. None of the things you said is true. I was just saying, I'm just passing by. I was seeing your conversation, but I'm just forget that I'm here. Continue your conversation. But Julie, none of the things he says is true. He has four wives. Your idea of the green verified check is actually a very good idea. Thank you. I used to do better checking for Facebook, for Believe. There's a lot of websites that ask me for opinions because listen, those engineers. Listen, you can be smart at something, but you can be socially dumb. It makes no sense to just distribute the blue checks to everyone without making a difference. Give the blue check to everyone, but make us the people who are verified because of fame, because of whatever, a football player, somebody from a company, journalist, whatever. Make ours another color. Red, green, yellow, whatever you want. Hey. Sips. If you pay Meta for verification every month, so you still see ads, I pay for YouTube Premium and I see no ads, just like me, which to me is a perk. But no, knowing Meta, you will see ads. Listen. The dopamine high of validation on social media is real as real can be. Yeah, leave your likes, people. Stickers, stars, support for 15 quid now. Amineta is saying this is just for clout. Yep, listen, clout is the currency now. That's crazy. Foreign is saying, I need to hear another story from your bachelor days. Oh, no, you don't. Yo. You don't need to know what happened in hell. Black is saying, it's more of Twitter's algo supporting right-wing oriented tweeting accounts. Then again, look at the owner. Listen. It's something I was saying to a friend of mine. I was on the bridge doing my jog, and I was telling him that 10 people passed by me. And I was telling my friend, listen, maybe one of these people is a racist, but they still have to use the bridge. They still have the right to use the bridge. And they still have the right to drink water and Coca-Cola. We just don't disagree. And my problem with a lot of the platforms today is that, listen, there's laws, right? But there's also freedom of speech. But it feels like now a lot of the people get their freedom of speech removed just because of different opinions. And I'm not talking about extreme opinions. I'm just talking about different opinions. There's a few subjects that if you disagree, you get canceled. And that is dangerous for the platforms, and that's why the platforms are losing money, and they're now forced to sell the verification, because they lost also a lot of there's a lot of people who don't want to use platforms where they cannot say what they want. And listen, of course, it has to be inside of what the law says. You have to be respectful. You have to not be insulting, and of course, not racist, anti-Semitic, and transphobic, homophobic, etc., etc. Yes, you have to not be that. But sometimes you're not none of all this. You just disagree with a point of view. But the people would just, and the platform will, and that to me is dangerous. But listen, when it comes to Twitter, listen, my experience on Twitter didn't really change, because I only follow NFT people on Twitter and music people. So I believe that, I think the big problem of people on social media is that they worry too much about other people. I don't care what all your people like. Some people, Andrew Tate, I don't care. I don't follow. I don't see those people. But some people, we comes back to the dopamine things. Some people, they need to go see whoever they disagree with, what they say, so that they can have their dopamine hit, and then they can cry of, I'm a victim, or I'm this, or I'm that, or whatever. Me, if what you say doesn't interest me or triggers me, I'm not triggered by things, but, or if I feel that the content is not for me, I'm not talking to you. I'm not reading your stuff. I'm muting you. I'm not interested. I'm not going to go and read whatever you have to say so that I can feel like I exist through victimization. Listen, if everybody controlled their algorithm the way I control mine, well, it's simple. There's a lot of things that you would not even see. So you would not know that they are happening, and you would actually feel better, and you would not feel oppressed because you feel like you are surrounded by enemy, when in reality, sometimes you're not. It's just that if you keep watching a certain type of content, the algorithm will feed you this content, because they can see that you are reacting. They can see that they can sell you ads. So you have to understand that the big problem of social media is not social media itself, is the way people are using social media, which is making social media serve a certain type of content, so you can react, and it can serve you more as while you are being offended in the comments. Once you understand that, you mastered your emotions and you mastered social media. And it doesn't mean that anything has to be able to be said on social media from all the extremes. It just means that you also have a responsibility for your own mental health. That's my opinion. And listen, me, if anything triggers anxiety, I'm out of the conversation. That's decisions that I took long time ago. Because trust me, when you do music and you release albums and you release it to make people happy, to make people love, and to make people feel, to make people travel and dream through your music, when your album is out, you don't realize that when you're going to go on the internet to see if the people are happy, you're going to end up with somebody saying, oh, this album is a frisbee. What a shitty album. Oh my God. Oh, I threw this album on the trash. Oh my God, this guy can't sing, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, what? And all of a sudden, you feel anxiety because you're like, what did I do to those people? Why are they insulting me? Why are they insulting my work? I dreamed for 24 years to arrive here. And now that I'm here, trying to make people happy, to travel with me musically, These 4 people are insulting me. And you are not seeing the thousands of people that saying it's amazing. But these 4 people, you see them. And they are just, and now you want to reply to those people. Hey, listen, you have the right to like or not like, but at least be respectful. Don't say that it's shit because it's my blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, you artists, you think that everybody has to lick your balls. Listen, if the album is shit, I say the album is shit, da 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 da. Whatever, anyway. Why are you doing Zouk? You from Congo. Hey, I don't do Ndombolo. Why are you here doing Zouk? Da 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 da. This is Zouk, it's our. You're not even from the West Indies. Blah, 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 blah. Oh. And then people come because people love that. Other people come, look at these artists, you cannot take a critic. I was like, that was not a critic. That was just insulting stuff. Nah, if you cannot take a critic, don't be an artist then. And you're like, and you don't know that you have to turn off your computer and stop reading. So you keep reading, you keep replying to people because you are trying to convince people that you're in a mission for good energy. But people on the internet are not here for the good energy. They're here for blood and savagery. That's what they're here for. They're here for dopamine. And they actually, a lot of people are jealous of you because you have an album out. It took me years and years and years and years to realize that. And that's when I started saying, okay, starting now, I don't want no album of Sushi Raw in Vol Creole, Zouké.com, all these places. Everything will happen in Kaysha.com. And so I could control the environment and protect all the women that were on my label, that were calling me crying because somebody said a comment. And I had to go and tell people, hey, remove this comment. At least in an environment that I control, I could protect myself and protect people. Listen, if I remove the option to be able to comment on the chat right now without being subscribed to the channel, maybe we'll have 2 or 3 times more people. But then we can't control the people, right? We are between us, and it's great. Because it's just us. And if all of you guys, I know you guys. When there's a new person, we know them straight. We know when there's a new person. And we can block them in a second. So we can keep our sanity. And that to me is a problem of social media and all these platforms. Instead of trying to solve the problem of social media, they are making it worse because now you're going to pay to have your mental health deteriorate. It's going to cost you $16 a month. All right. This show is brought to you by Shada. I'm out. I'm going to change the title of this show to, listen, I'm not tired. Let me continue. Because I'm not done. I want to talk. I mean, I'm a little tired, but not that much. I want to talk about Twitter versus Instagram. So let me see what you guys think. And then I'll take another 15 minutes and talk about the rest. You're welcome. Un grand polygame. Still, there's social discrimination. Indeed. I noticed the new Club Shada logo. Oh, bro, I've been changing stuff. This is not even at the same position. It's just a little bit. It's now at the center when it was upper. And yeah. We're moving things around. And see, I moved this screen too. These were there, now they're here. And yeah, I'm moving things. Oh, wait a minute. Julie, toutes les accusations de King K sont fausses. Tout homme africain est automatiquement polygame. Mais moi, je fais l'exception. Ouh. Astaghfirullah. Yeah. Urban Sweet Spot, what up? I was watching your channel earlier today. I hope I put my like. Yes, I did. Yeah, so so it's interesting. I think Elon Musk taking over Twitter, buying it, and turning it into his idea of a libertarian platform where everybody has the right to talk. It's like a lot of things. A lot of people believe that Elon was the right leader because of the success he had with Tesla and with other companies. And it feels like les matins déchantent. It feels like, listen, I've been on Twitter since Twitter exists. Back when it was called Odeo. O-D-E-O. And it feels like, listen, nobody likes changing platforms, but it feels like a lot of the things that Elon implements, I don't know, they piss people more and more and more. And I feel like before he bought Twitter, people loved Elon, and now that he took control of the place where you can voice your opinions in real time, there's been a smear campaign to slander his name, and people, there's a lot of people that he's a polarizing people. There's half of the people who hate him and the other who love him. And everybody has been saying forever that they're leaving his platform, but they stay. But as Elon is just shaping shit up in Twitter, Mark Zuckerberg did what Mark does, which is doing a full copy of Twitter. Just as they did full copy of stories and put it on Instagram, and now Reels, put it on Instagram. There was a copy of TikTok, of the TikToks, and now they're copying Twitter, and they made threads. And of course, because they already have billions of subscribers, if you have an Instagram account, you don't even need to create a Threads account. It's just there. It works. Not in Europe yet, but it works. Now, to me, you know, a social media platform is not really the ideas and the execution. In reality, a social media is the users. It's not the first time that somebody does a Twitter killer with all the same features plus more. And so you have Trump's Truth Social, you have Mastodon, you have at least 10 different Twitter clones. But Instagram continues to be, Twitter continues to be the one where everybody goes. And the same thing for Instagram. You have a lot of clones of Instagram for all the people who complain about how Instagram is, but still Instagram stays Instagram. And I had a question to a friend of mine when we were talking about the Threads versus Twitter. My question was, did we arrive to this point where it's going to be hard to lose for the main four? And when I say the main four, I mean YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. is it still possible to have like a new platform that will look? Clubhouse arrived, there was a lot of excitation, and then Twitter and Facebook just sucked it, turned it into a feature, and a lot of people were like, oh, I can stay on Twitter and do the same thing, so I'm staying on Twitter. Even if it was busy in the beginning, people are willing to wait because they believe more in the community than the platform. So the question here is it still possible? The same way that MySpace died, MSN died, Google Plus, that was a nightmare, died, Ping, that was a nightmare too. Is it still possible that the giant that is Facebook, that owns WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and Oculus, and then the giant that is Google, that have like, when you think search, you think Google. When you want to watch videos, you think YouTube. You don't think Vimeo. You don't think Rumble. I'm sorry. It is just what it is. And when you want to tweet, you don't think Threads. You think Twitter. All these people arriving on Threads, are they gonna stay? Or are they just gonna say, oh, look, it is better? Like, once the dust settles in and people are tired of saying how much it is better than Twitter, do they stay there? Or do they go back on Twitter? Remember when I was talking to you about that platform, Vero? Vero is amazing. No chronological stuff, It was great to post there. But in the end, we all went back to Instagram. Because these platforms are huge now. And the users, the communities, they are there. You might want to create your new community somewhere else, but I don't know if it's gonna work. And then again, listen, Twitch arrived and took some market share from YouTube, but it's because YouTube didn't have a good something live, and now it has it. But it feels like the main platform, I don't know if somebody can kill them. Now they can copy each other between themselves, but I would love to know if you believe that, like some new social network that does something different could just take everybody by storm. And I mean, Threads is not technically a new platform, right? It's still actually a subsidiary of Instagram and Meta. But listen, I don't know if people will stick there. We will have to see. And listen, sometimes I don't understand these people. You could just do a tab on Instagram and call it the Threads and make it like a Twitter directly inside of Instagram, and that was done. Listen, you do what you want to do. It is what it is. Always. Black free thinker saying, I'm not necessarily mad at mass electronic. What? I wonder if time is Julie is nicer in person than she looks in her pics. I guess this had nothing to do with the subject, but she's nicer in person, I think. Master Electronic is saying, Fred's taking on Twitter, will it be a success? That's a good question. I don't know. A fight soon between Musk and Zuckerberg? Nah, I don't think so. Joel is saying, I have tried Threads, but I think it's just a copy. Yeah, it is. It's a pure copy. I mean, that's how they operate. Either they buy you or they copy. I feel like TikTok is turning into a search engine. Me, what I feel is that every platform at a point, like, they just copy all the other features from the rest because they are trying to keep you in the platform. And I would love every platform to just keep doing what they do and stick to their core values, but understand as a business, they want to have the more people so they can have the ads. In the next 5 years, search engines will never exist. I don't know. Listen, do you remember Alta Vista? Netscape search engine. Look. Hey, we've been through it. Joel Amen is saying the metaverse is not taking off despite the meta subscribers. Yep, that is true. It was too early. Master Electronic is saying, I hope they will make quantum computing available for all. Then VR and ER will really be cool. Yeah, that is true. Anyway, that's all I had for you tonight. Let me see. Let me remove this from my list of things to talk about. There you go. Perfect. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Club Shada. As always, brought to you by shadaware.com. Thanks to our Stream Royalty, Master Electronic, and all the sponsors. And I will see you Wednesday for a new episode. My son is coming tomorrow, and I still have to do a lot of things for the house. So I'm going to have to go and get some rest because I'm starting to feel that I'm tired. Dalia, hello and goodbye. When are you back? Why are you back online? When is the show back? Why I don't receive no more notification? You on holiday already again? Vraiment. All right. Actually, I'm going to leave you with this song that is playing that I actually love. That is called, what's the name of this song? Electric Bantu Jazz, which is a beat that I did a long time ago. All right. And I will see you Wednesday. Give me some rainbows in the chat if you enjoyed this conversation, and I will see you Wednesday. Peace, Shada gang. You have no idea the amount of money I made in 5 minutes when the ruling appeared. When the ruling came out, I was like, I look at my wallet, I was like, yo, hey. Blessings, Shada Gangs.